Hello ladies and gentlemen, gamers of all ages, and welcome to Let's Play Final Fantasy X HD Remastered. I have literally never done this before, so here we go. I'm going to skip the cutscene that it will show as soon as we load it up, as it will play momentarily. Really looking forward to doing this. This is hands down one of my favorite games of all time, and definitely my favorite Final Fantasy. It has stellar music and covers a bunch of really hard-hitting topics, and just wow, I really can't do it justice. I hope you guys will enjoy this game as much as I have. And with that being said, let's do this. I'm going to go with the standard sphere grid as I know it. I beat the original back on the PS2, and I'm going to go with the arranged music because it just has this extra kick that I really enjoy, and hopefully you guys will too.
Listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
And here we are. So, as you guys can probably tell, I don't have much in the way of personality. I'm man enough to admit it. But I am trying to... Wait, what? Okay, Ghost Kid. Okay. I am trying to bring you the best I possibly can as far as awesome commentary goes. Now, the canon name for this character is a tad controversial. Everyone calls him either Titus or Titus, so I'm gonna have a little bit of fun and kind of solve the problem. See, not sure exactly how to pronounce that, so we're gonna solve that problem. Everyone, meet Titus.
Alrighty.
Me too!
If you guys do end up liking this LP, please comment, subscribe, the works. I will be more than happy to keep doing this.
Can I have your autograph?
Can I
Of
get
course.
a better voice from you, please? That would be fantastic.
Good luck
Thank you.
Nothing to worry about. Oh,
I,
if I score a goal, I'll.
I do have to warn you guys,
this.
I quote a lot,
That will mean
and
it
I
was
do
for
mean
you.
a lot.
Okay.
So I will eventually
seat?
try to get like a quote counter or a reference counter, you know, something along those lines. And
Got it.
believe it or not, this is how I talk in my day-to-day. So if you knew any of my friends, you could ask them, and damn. Oh, sorry, I was looking at a thing. Don't
Well,
mind me.
gotta
Sometimes I
go.
get distracted.
Cheer for me.
2, 3. Teach us how to blitz.
Hey, I
Can't
got a
believe I
game
had to
play.
practice that. Yikes.
Then teach us after.
Maybe tonight. Well,
You can't tonight.
So there, says
I
the kid
mean
who
tomorrow.
appeared from nowhere.
Promise?
promise.
Yeah. Ooh, wavy arms. I'm sure that's important. Beautiful city, though. I love the imagery in this game. It's fantastic.
I was in a coffee shop running away from home when I heard the news. Our hero, Jet, gone, vanished into thin air. My dad must have been his biggest fan. I knew how sad he'd be.
Oh, I
Heck,
can
we
imagine.
all were that day. Zanar, I says to myself, what are you thinking? I went running straight back home. We sat up talking about Jack all night. My dad and I never talked so much. Whoa, didn't mean to reminisce, folks. Anyway, 10 years later, the Jack Memorial Cup tournament is today. The two teams that have won through to the finals are, of course, the Abes from A East and the Duggles from C South. I know there's a lot of people out there today.
Make way, make way! Coming through,
Ah, the
sorry.
joys of being a celebrity.
Hey, I'm gonna be
Just
late.
so you guys know, it stops you at random,
Hey, let go
well,
of
not
me.
random, certain intervals right through there. It's strange. Yeah, and stuff. Well, that was a thing that just happened. So, as I said earlier, I've never done anything like this before. In fact, I'm actually recording off the PS4.
What are you doing here?
And so there's probably going to be some awkward cuts, because I definitely don't want you guys to have to sit here if I have to level grind or something. It is a Final Fantasy game, so I will have to grind at some point. And I know you guys don't want to sit here and watch that. I don't want to sit here and watch that, but you know, one of us has to, so. Alright, I'll take that stick. And okay. Ghost Kid can stop time, apparently.
Begins.
What?
Don't cry.
Okay. Well, apparently we're just gonna run with that.
What the?
Why not?
Huh? Hey, wait!
Little forewarning
Hey,
about me.
not this
I
way.
vape. And of course the microphone is right by my face, so if you hear that, I do apologize. But I mean, at this point there's not much I can do about it.
We called it sin.
Sin?
Right through here is our first little introduction into fighting. This is a turn-based JRPG, so thankfully we have time to really think about the moves we're going to make before we make them, which I will be using to my utmost advantage later on.
A gift from Jet.
My old man?
Yeah, I guess.
I hope you know how to use it.
Give a big fishhook shaped sword to a kid you don't even know if he uses it.
We cut through.
That sounds like a great plan, Auron. Alright, so right now there's not much we can do. If you look over at the upper right hand corner, you will see the turn counter. Let you know what moves you can make and when. Tidus gets a couple more moves because his base speed is a little bit higher than Auron's. And thankfully everything through here is a one-hit kill. And apparently that thing just skipped its turn. I mean, why not, right?
Don't bother going after all of them. Cut the ones that matter and run.
Okay. Ow. Take that. Good crit. Crits will always have this higher pitched noise when they hit, and obviously they do more damage. We got an overkill on that thing. Overkill, I think, is like 0.5 times the damage greater than its health, or something like that. I do have a strategy guide that I will be pulling out later on. This right here is pretty linear, and when we can actually do things, I know a lot of the beginning stuff, so I think we'll be okay as far as that goes. And this is your first boss fight, which you, honest to God, cannot lose. That move, Demi, does half damage to your current HP, not your total
Some can't
HP.
wait to die.
and overdrives. Whenever the bar underneath the character's name is that orange color, you can hit left on the D-pad to get a new menu, which gives you an all-powerful move. Orange is pretty simple, just that, and you do massive amounts of damage to all enemies on the screen. It's pretty handy, definitely helps in a pinch. Usually a good idea to save them for boss fights, or in our case, tutorial land. Tidus's are a little bit easier to use because his are a match the thing. I say easier and then I fail it. Yay me. His are match the little bar up with the correct spot, and you get it. It will always go off no matter what, but if you can actually get it to go off and it'll say great across your screen when you do, then you do more damage than just the clock running down like mine did right there. Hopefully that will be one of the few times I screw up. I make no promises. I am what is categorized as a casual gamer. I'm certainly not elite. I play games because I enjoy them, and they are an escape from my lame day-to-day reality. Now, as you can see, our names are yellow. That just means that we're below half health. Like I said, doesn't really matter right here, but definitely something to keep in mind. Normally, this is where I would be dropping potions and things, but not really in need. We just won. Yay. Actually, I don't even know that we have any items right now. We'll have to look into that. I don't know if I've mentioned this. I might have, but I am hoping that if this is popular enough with you guys, then I will be able to get some better capture equipment than the PS4 standard and be able to edit things. Alright, this little doodad here is one of the most important things in the game. This is a save sphere. Allows you to, of course, save your game, but anytime you touch it, you heal your entire party to full and restore their magic, and will also heal the summons that you have later on in the game. Small spoiler.
What are you laughing at, old
but
man?
I mean, it's a Final
Alright,
Fantasy.
let's get
There's
outta
no
here.
way you don't summon,
We're expected.
to my knowledge.
Huh?
There might be a Final Fantasy out there you don't.
Give me a break, man.
I've only played a handful of them, and this is the only one I've beaten, and just, I fucking love it. I really do. This is gonna be fun. Looks like there are 6 of them, 7 of them that are active right now. That's not cool. Start with C. You don't. Generally, if you can one-hit kill these guys, you don't want them to have any more turns than necessary. Also, when they flicker, when their wings start to flicker like that, those are the ones you want to take down. A normal attack, I think, does about 20 to 30 damage, but a powered up attack does significantly more. So, definitely something to keep in mind during this part.
This could be bad.
No shit, Sherlock.
That! Knock it down.
What?
Trust me, you'll
That looks
see.
like electricity. I don't know that we want to attack it with metal swords. But I mean, what do I know, right? Now I did attack that creature because it had started to flicker. And as I said earlier, that's not good. So that will probably be what I have Arnon do. And then I'll just have Tidus attack the thing over there. Because apparently striking electricity with a sword doesn't hurt you. Shows what I know about physics. There we go. Good miss, Arn. Good miss. Yeah, sometimes I get really dumb whenever it comes to selecting enemies and we'll have to backtrack or something. I will try and keep that to a minimum, but I'm only human, so please bear with me. Hey, we did a thing. That looks bad. Well, I guess that's a AoE for the ages. I don't know why it whited out right there.
Oren! Oren!
You are sure? This is it. This is your story. It all begins here.
Hey. Hey!
What?
My old man?
Are we swimming in the sky? You know what? Not the weirdest thing that's happened tonight. It's not. Who the fuck? Also, if you guys have probably figured out by listening to me thus far,
Like
fuck is probably my
where
favorite
I
word in the
was,
English language.
what
So
I got myself into.
I say it a lot.
I started to feel lightheaded, and then sleepy. I think I had a dream of being alone. I wanted someone.
I feel like there's a Martin
anyone
Luther King Jr.
beside
joke
me,
in there, but
so
I don't
didn't
have time to find
feel
it.
alone anymore.
Well, that was weird, being pulled up through that giant sphincter in the sky. And now we're in some form of underwater ruin, I guess. Well, slightly underwater.
Anybody there? Oren! Hey!
Well, I mean, that would certainly attract attention, whether that attention be good or bad. Alright, there's not a whole lot to do right here. So I will explain the minimap up in the upper left hand corner. That is my best friend throughout most of this game. Any of these solid blue objects through here are objects that you cannot get through. The darker blue surrounding them, that on the other hand is where you can maneuver. You kind of got to be careful and watch that though, because sometimes it'll show you can get somewhere, but it's a little tricky to get there. For the astute observer, you'll notice the little thing on the wall over here, where apparently something is written in a language we don't understand, although Macalania looks weird. I think, yeah, Macalania, yeah, Macalania. That's the only word we can understand.
What do we have here? Nope, can't read it.
Well, that sucks for us, doesn't it? I will be bringing that up later. And there's actually another little device over here, but until we know more things, it won't do me any good to bring it up. It's right here over on the far left of this section of the map. Man. So, I don't know if any of you have seen or played Final Fantasy VIII, but everyone does this thing because with your party they follow behind you. They always do the one circle and run because your party will follow in that exact course. Final Fantasy X has its own little quirk in which if you hold circle, you will walk. But if you repeatedly tap circle, you do this. And everyone I've ever talked to who's played this game has sat here and gone through an entire map section just like that. So I'm guessing that is the Final Fantasy X version of that. Oh God. Like I said earlier, I'm kind of dumb, so be prepared for a lot of screw-ups like that. Goody. Alright, now for those of you who aren't Final Fantasy veterans, if you see a little branching path like that, it's always a good idea to take it because it will normally lead you to something. For instance, this chest, which I opened with one hand apparently. High potion, which is very good. You won't see me use that right now. A high potion will heal for 1,000 HP, but our HP is not quite so grand. So it's definitely something you want to save for later game than this. Whatever this may be. This kid really likes the water, like a lot. Holding circle allows you to swim down, kind of like we did earlier while we were floating in the sky. And small spoiler, right here we experience our first true battle that's not a boss. So when we get to that point, I'm going to be quiet and just let you guys enjoy the battle music because it's amazing. Later on, I will let you guys listen to the full thing, because you got the beginning taste of that, and a lot of these fights become harder later on. For now, we have this thing. I'm not even sure what to call it. Besides big. Now, if you look underneath the help section, it gives you a name, but I can't even begin to pronounce that. So if one of y'all can say it, let me know, because I'd really like to know how to do that. Yeah, not much you can do here. As it said earlier, we got a preemptive strike, so we get to move twice before he even gets to move once. But when he moves, he does significant damage. Oh hey, we did have items. Thought we just had a high potion. Could you not for like 10 seconds? So I'm gonna keep trying to not die. Which apparently I succeeded in, because now we're here. Hopefully I can succeed in. All of this is outside of my control though, so whatever happens, happens, I guess. That was amazingly clear for someone who's underwater. You know, I'm pretty sure if that thing had just closed its mouth, it would have had us right there. Just saying. And it looks like we can't get out that way, so hopefully we can find another way.
I made it out of the frying pan and into the freezer.
Haha.
I thought I was gonna die in this place.
Yeah, and like I said, not a whole lot you can do through here, so we'll just follow the paths. Scary lightning strike on statue. And apparently he's strong enough to just push that out of the way. That shit didn't matter. It's not like it could weigh, you know, a couple 100 pounds or something.
Cole. Need fire.
The remains of a campfire. With flint and tinder, you could start another fire here. So now we have an objective. Some withered flowers have been left here. They have soaked up too much rainwater to serve as tinder. So apparently we need dry things. What's this? Nothing, apparently. Okay. On your mini map, any door with a green square is a door you can go through. Dodge some shit. What's this? Oh, a withered bouquet. Oh, I thought I saw something else. Guess not. If you keep going through that other door there, you can come up here, and if you don't get caught on something like I just did, and there again. Another chest, boom, high potion. Yeah. And if you look down, I can't adjust the camera, but if you look down there, you can see the save sphere that's right by the door I think we came in. I don't know, I'll have to go down there and look. No, that is not the way we came in. The way we came in is over here. But there's no need to go back, so I guess we'll just come over here and go through this door. If you examine that little table, desk thing, you will find flint, We have flint and a withered bouquet, so first we should probably save. And when we get back, we will start a fire and see what the world has for us. So I'm gonna call it here, and if you guys really liked it, then please let me know, and I will be more than happy to do this again. I will probably put up at least another episode, kind of give myself some room to play, and hopefully you guys will be interested in seeing what comes next. So thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to click on this video, and I hope to see you again next time.